All right, boys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We just got a message from Ashes of Creation regarding the bans. This is hot off the presses. I wanted to read it to you guys, talk about it, provide my opinions. We're going to make this video short and sweet. So let's dive into it. Glorious Adventures. As part of our ongoing commitment to maintaining a productive and respectful testing environment during Alpha 2, we are taking strong actions against behaviors that undermine the integrity of this phase. Alpha 2 is a testing environment designed to provide critical data and feedback for the development of Ashes of Creation. Exploiting known bugs, using poor judgment to intentionally break systems, or engaging in any behavior that disrupts this purpose will not be tolerated. Account Action Summary. 19 accounts were permanently banned from the remainder of Alpha 2 Phase 2 for repeat exploiting. 16 accounts received 5-day suspensions for exploitative behavior. 3 accounts were permanently banned for obscene naming violations and racist chat behavior. Now notice that these are permabans for everything. It doesn't say for Phase 2. 19 were banned for Phase 2 alone. 37 accounts issued account warnings for extreme harassment. 173 accounts received experience adjustments and inventory removals for first-time exploiting. 83 accounts experienced full account wipes for their first-time exploitation. Alpha 2 is not a playground for disruptive behavior. It is a collaborative effort where your participation shapes the future of Ashes of Creation. Any intentional engagement with known bugs or exploits or egregious behavior that undermines this effort will be dealt with swiftly and decisively. Our analytics systems are robust and were a critical part of the Alpha 2 entrance criteria. These tools allow us to identify exploitative actions with precision, and we are monitoring all activity closely. While some of these account actions have already been completed, the remaining adjustments will be finalized by Tuesday of next week. We appreciate the majority of players who are participating in good faith and contributing valuable insights during this alpha test phase. Let's keep the focus where it belongs on improving the game for launch and beyond. Thank you, and see you in Vera. So, quick add up. We have 35, 38, 75, plus 173. Is that 248? So over 300 accounts. So 320 something, 330-ish accounts got some sort of impact here, which is a lot more than Phase 1. A lot more than Phase 1. And yeah, 19 accounts banned for Phase 2, 3 accounts permabanned, and then the 5-day suspensions, I heard, I can't confirm for you guys, but the 5-day suspensions I think were for people constantly pulling mobs onto people, like in the Tower of Carfin, in Citadel of the Steel Bloom, like people that were constantly doing that. Apparently, I heard that those people are getting 5-day suspensions for that, but I don't know for sure. During the early part of Phase 1, there was a lot of harassment going on with a few people running for mayor. I'm guessing where a lot of those accounts got warnings for that. I'm honestly surprised that only 3 accounts got permabans for obscene name violations. But yeah, 173 accounts received experience adjustments and inventory removal for first-time exploiting. I think this is fine. You know, you exploit for the first time, you think you can get away with it, you sneak by, you lose that XP, and you lose that gear that you were trying to get while you're doing it. I think that's completely fair for a first-time thing. This is probably going to be something that people will disagree with me on. I know people were calling for heads. I know people want players permabanned. I'm okay with a 3-strike system. I was talking with a couple guild members about this earlier. I personally am okay with it. Like this is my opinion, but if you're going to ban 19 accounts for Phase 2, make sure they can't purchase another account and play on another one, right? Like make sure like you can either IP ban them or hardware ban. I don't know if hardware banning is a thing. I don't know. Basically, just make sure that they can't log on to Ashes from that computer for Phase 2. So regardless, like, hey, you're done with Phase 2. You fucked up twice, you're done. You can come back in Phase 3. That'll be your 3rd strike. After 3 strikes, you're out. Like, that's how I would approach it personally. And like I said, people are going to disagree, but regardless, this is a lot more severe of a punishment than it was the first time. The first time, I think it was about 100 accounts. They wiped characters back down to 0. Now they did 173 experience adjustments, 19 permabans. Well, at least for Phase 2. And then, yeah. So, in my opinion, this is what I was hoping for. I was hoping that people would get adjusted. I didn't know how many it was going to be. We saw a couple videos and everything, but attempting to extrapolate how many people were doing these things, wasn't sure. And because it went on for so long, I think some people felt like they might have needed to catch up. It's good to see Intrepid putting their foot down on this and showing like, yeah, this is a testing ground. This is for testing systems. This is for testing the environment. It's also for finding bugs. And so when you find them, report them, send in the bug report. Do not abuse them. Do not send them to your guild and say, hey, here's how you get permanent gold. Here's how you get infinite resources. Here's how you get all these other things. That's the wrong way to approach it. And once again, they come in with the fucking hammer on these players. And so it sucks. It sucks to look at it. You have about 300 players here, but when you think about it, each server at the start of Alpha 2 had roughly 6,000 players. So this is a very small minority in the amount of players that are actually playing. And it was 6,000 concurrent, of course. More people are playing than that. But this is a very small amount of people relative to what's going on. Most people are good actors. There are obviously a few bad actors. And they do ruin the test environment. They ruin the experience for everybody else. And it's good to see that the punishment is more harsh, and hopefully they either correct themselves or, they do it again and see themselves out the door. Regardless, that's my opinion on this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, please put it in the section below. I'm going to make this video quick. That's all we need to talk about. The bans finally happened. We don't need to talk about it anymore. Unless you think it's not enough, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.